You've probably heard the word neurodiverse. It's used everywhere, in the media, in schools. I talk about a heap on this channel. But what does it actually mean? And what does it mean for your child, for their learning, and for their future? In this video, I'm going to explain what neurodiversity is in a simple, supportive way. Because understanding this one idea can change the way you see your child and the way they see themselves. Neurodiversity is a way of describing the natural variety in the way human brains work. It says, not all brains think, learn, or feel the same. And that's not a flaw, that's human diversity. So when we say that a young person's neurodiverse, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. It just means their brain works differently. And that difference is part of what makes us human. Think of neurodiversity like an umbrella. Underneath that umbrella, there's many different ways of thinking and experiencing the world. Autism, ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia, Tourette's, anxiety, and a heap more. But here's the important part. Underneath this umbrella, you don't just find challenges. You find strengths, creativity, problem solving, innovation, empathy, determination. Some of the most successful and creative people in history were neurodiverse, and their difference wasn't what held them back. It was what made them stand out and succeed. Now, I really want to make something clear. A diagnosis can give us a name: autism, ADHD, dyslexia, and that can be so helpful. It helps us understand patterns, and it can open the door for support and funding, and that can really help. But I've never met two people with autism who are the same. I've never met two kids with ADHD that are identical. Every child has their own personality, strengths, challenges, and quirks. The diagnosis helps us describe one part of their experience, but it never captures the whole person. That's why when I work with families, I don't just look at the diagnosis. I look at the person in front of me. Because even under the same umbrella, every story is unique. As parents, it's so easy to get caught up in the behaviour, the meltdowns, the phone calls from school, the nights of worry. And this is where a diagnosis can be so helpful. It gives teachers and schools a starting point, a way of understanding. Okay, this child might need things explained a little differently, or they might need a quiet space to work. But a diagnosis is only the beginning. The real questions we need to ask are, instead of, what's wrong with my child? What does my child need in order to feel safe, to learn and succeed? Instead of, how do we make them fit? How can the environment flex to meet them where they are? Because when schools and families make those shifts, children often don't have to mask or pretend. They can learn, grow, and be themselves. But here's the truth. Difference doesn't mean deficit. That same brain that struggles in one environment can thrive in another. And when we hold on to both, the challenges and the strengths, we give our kids the best chance to succeed. So, what does it mean to be neurodiverse? It means your child's part of the natural diversity of human brains. It means they may face challenges, but they will have strengths worth celebrating. And it means you're not alone. On this channel, I'll keep sharing strategies, encouragement, and insights to help support your child's journey. If this video was helpful, hit subscribe, because we've got so much more to cover, and I'd love for you to be part of this community. I'll see you next time.